In this video, we'd like to show you some of the new features and enhancements in PowerFactory 2024. All features you'll see, and many more, are described in more detail in our What's New document, which can be downloaded by following the link in the video description. Let's look first at developments in data handling. You may be aware of hotkeys such as F10 to run a load flow. It's now possible to create your own hotkeys for frequently run commands or actions such as opening the Network Model Manager. And the hotkey definitions can be exported as a PDF for easy reference. Another way to use PowerFactory more efficiently is to add frequently used functions to the new Quick Access menu. With the hotkey Control Q, your favorite functions can be accessed easily. The Attribute Selection dialog, used to define attributes to be shown in the graphic or the flexible data page of the Network Model Manager, has been reorganized. A global search is available to find attributes within all categories. And selecting attributes per bus or phase is now more straightforward. There are a number of enhancements to the graphical representation of networks. Drawing automatic diagrams of sites and substations has been enhanced. Overlapping of elements is avoided as much as possible, and bays are ordered according to their position attribute. This reduces the time needed to rearrange objects. It's now possible to visualize in a graphic elements such as towers, boundaries, and measurement devices, each with their own symbols. Elements belonging to a tower, for example, can be highlighted in the diagram, and the tower dialog can be opened directly from here too. The loading of bays, calculated based on the nominal current, is now available. After running a load flow calculation, bays are colored according to the loading, similar to lines. The Cable Analysis module offers a number of developments in PowerFactory 2024. Derating factors in combination with various standards can be calculated directly in the cable sizing command. It's now also possible to select a set of cables to be analyzed rather than a feeder. The LV load flow introduced in PowerFactory 2023 is now available for the cable sizing too, as well as a user-defined current option which can be used to analyze the impact of equipment such as protection devices without the need to run a load flow. New voltage constraints, such as voltage change along cables, can be set, and short-circuit constraints can be considered in the recommendation. The optimization now considers parallel lines. You can set the maximum number of lines and prioritize between cross-section, parallel lines, and cost. In addition, the cable sizing reports have been updated and can now be viewed in the inbuilt PDF viewer or exported as a PDF document or in other formats. Here, for example, the cable recommendations can be seen. The state estimation function has been enhanced. For networks with unbalanced load or generation, an unbalanced state estimation is now available. Measurement devices support measurements for all phases. This is of interest for distribution networks equipped with advanced metering infrastructure and an increasing number of generation and loads such as heat pumps, charging devices, or storage. In addition to grid operation, state estimation can be used for planning purposes, taking historic metered grid states into account. For internal co-simulation, which can be used to parallelize simulations, a new development is available. Co-simulation regions can now be automatically detected and created. This is a particular advantage when working with large networks where the identification of boundary elements is not straightforward. In the Unit Commitment and Dispatch Optimization module, the concept of curative redispatch has been introduced, meaning redispatch in the event of a fault. Elements that are used as controls, such as generating units, can now be configured to allow curative power deviation. With the Unit Commitment and Dispatch Optimization command configured accordingly, curative redispatch allows a more flexible operation of networks with less curtailment. With PowerFactory 2024, it's possible to analyze PV systems in more detail. A PV panel element has been introduced to model the panels in the DC network. The power infeed into the grid can be obtained using either a solar calculation or a radiation model. Bypass diodes are available too. By means of the new MPP tracker model, PowerFactory sets the voltage of the AC-DC converter at the point of maximum power. And for simulations, the tracking algorithms perturb and observe, and incremental conductance are supported. Local controllers for loads have been introduced. Curves for Q as a function of P or V are supported and are stored in the operational library. Staying with loads, a new load type according to the WECC Dynamic Composite Load Model is available for dynamic studies. Last but not least, a multi-winding transformer model is now available in order to model transformers with more than 4 windings. All typical settings from classical transformers are supported. Find out about all these and many other features in the What's New document linked in the video description field.